That's it.
पानी सर पानी की जग में डालून द्यायला पाहिजे.
Okay.
मोहिनी टीचर आहेत की
You know, this is the beginning, the base. Okay. Because I can put more. Sometimes I use much more, but this is a different type of painting. But for the basic, this,
हो ना मैच्या सोबत मला जायचं कडे
okay, not much color, not much padding. Okay, and just stir. Very important to stir with no grains. Okay, grains. You want
चांगलं
to
मिक्स झालं पाहिजे.
मिक्स करा ते आतले सगळे छोटे
चांगलं मिक्स झालं पाहिजे त्याशिवाय ते
Okay, so we have the watercolor with padding. Now we have the oil colors.
ऑइल कलर.
So, just as a thought, okay, before we start, because art, painting, yes, it's like music. It has to be somehow balanced. So, for example, if I take warm colors, okay, so somehow I have to weave them with warm colors, so it has the same language, okay?
So the
Because
ladies know this language.
yeah, they know the artist, okay?
Well, we talk about color a lot.
Okay.
So maybe you can so these are. So you're saying, are you going to stay with warm colors?
Somehow, you know, just to make it harmonized, to harmonize it.
So we share kopra. We're harmonizing color, like
Yeah.
the garam or the tangi colors. Yeah. So same as in
As our
in the
workshop.
Harmony.
Harmony.
Nice chalking. It's got purple and gulabi. Nice chalking.
Yeah. I had my teacher, my art teacher. He said, "Don't you see it? It's not singing. The canvas is not singing. You know."
I know that the canvas
बोलायला
Sing.
पाहिजे
Singing. Yeah, also singing.
गाणं
Yeah.
Ghana.
And I said, "No, I don't know." And he said, "Okay, you are not an artist. You won't ever succeed in painting." It was very tough.
Strict.
Another one you say
Very strict, sir.
7 years. I suffered 7 years with it.
This is oil color, sir.
Oil color.
Yeah, त्यांनी ऑइल कलर घेतला.
This is oil color. You saw? This is the amount. Not much. And we diluted by turpentine.
Turpentine.
Sorry?
थोडा कलर
As there are a lot of dumber, there is a lot of turpentine. Okay?
डंबर मध्ये खूप काही हे असतं चटपट आहे.
In Kathmandu, I used turpentine that is used for tractors. The tractors.
Yeah.
So they
The
put
road,
turpentine in the tractor engines, you know, and they work in this turpentine. So it was a totally different turpentine, but I found out that it was the best turpentine they use, you know, because it dissolved very, very good.
ग्रीस सारखं म्हणतात का
So,
Turpentine.
so we are experimenting. We are just. Let's see what will happen. Okay.
सगळीकडचे टर्पंटाईन वेगळे वेगळे आहेत. हा टर्पंटाईन कसा आहे?
This is without smell. It's good, you know.
It has some smell.
No.
नो
Oh, okay. I can smell it over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can assure you, real turpentine
It's
smells
very hard smell.
very hard. Now, the oil color, the oil should be very, very good. You know, stirred very, very good. Mixed.
Mixing.
Very, very good. So it won't, and then you see like this, and like this, that it don't have any. Who
Yeah.
wants to stir? Stir.
चांगलं करा. खूप चांगलं मिक्स करा लागतं त्या ऑइलला.
Can we have another glass?
We have a lot of glasses. Every month we got 3-4 glasses.
I want to say something about the color white.
Okay.
How you say white in Marathi?
पांढरा पांढरा पांढरा
Pandra?
सफेद हिंदी सारखं
Okay. Pandra. White. I use white. Pandra. Pandra?
पांढरा in Marathi.
Pandra in Marathi. I was white almost in every layer. Okay. And because I paint galaxies and stars, you know, so each dot of white, tick, 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 is like a galaxy or a star.
आकाशगंगाचं जेव्हा करायचं असतं ना त्यांना आकाशगंगा तारे वगैरे लागतात तेव्हा ते खूप वापरतात सफेद.
Can you bring the book? I just want to show you something in the book, okay? Just what I mean about the white, because I painted in Udaipur an eye, a big eye, you know, a big eye. I show you just one painting of the galaxy. That what I mean using the eye. By the way, this one, this is a galaxy, but the white here, this is the white, but the white here is gesso. Gesso, like strong acrylic. You see? And the white that I refer to is a galaxy which is called Omega Centauri. I'm just telling you that because this is another possibility of using white, like this. See? Okay, the white. So this is done by layers.
Yes.
Because white and layer of like green or yellow, then white, then another layer, and then white. So in each layer, the white is brighter. Okay?
Like this. Right.
And if you remind me in the evening, I'll tell you the story of Mr. Buddha. This is a story that happened to me in Kathmandu. Okay, so I'll use the white as well as one of the oil colors. Okay.
जबरदस्त guys. So Vasant is going. Vasant is going to check. Yeah.
You see, this enough. This is the amount of
Turpentine.
turpentine. We don't need much more than that, okay? Yeah, but we don't have enough white. We need a bit more. Okay, who wants to stir? Who wants to stir it?
कोणाला हलवायचं आहे हातमध्ये गेलं चला.
Okay, we need the turpentine, the tar,
डांबर.
lumber.
त्याने डांबर आधीच टर्पंटाईन मध्ये मिक्स केलेलं आहे.
Okay.
आणलं डंबर.
होतं? आणलं आपल्याकडे होतं.
Dumber needs to be stirred as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is a very great mystery moment of how it will react. The dumber.
पहिले ते गरम केलं असेल ना
How
हो
this dumber
डांबर
will
केलं.
react. Now,
हो.
I'll tell you another thing that we need to think about, because usually when I bless you, when I teach and when I paint in my studio, there are stretch canvases on wood, you know, so you can move it.
Yeah.
This you can move. So if it spills, you need to straighten the table. Okay. So let's start to think about it before. Okay. And maybe we'll use these as holders, you know, for the, you know what I mean, to put it down, just to level it. Okay. Just level. Unless you have other ideas of how to level things. We can level it by this.
small board is there, no?
Yeah, we can level it. We can have
Tea bags.
okay.
वसंत.
Just I'm just starting to think before, because you know,
You need.
all these ones, yeah, okay.
Can start?
Can you get on this?
Okay. Now it might be that we don't need, and it's perfectly straight. Okay, I'll be very happy.
And take support.
Okay, but usually it doesn't happen.
Take support of this also.
So it's much easier to have it straightened on the table. But let's see. Okay. Now, important rule in that is that we all the time start with acrylic. Translate. We all the time start with acrylic.
पहिले स्टार्ट अक्रेलिक पासून करणार आहे.
Not the oil paint.
Not the oil.
The acrylic paint.
Okay.
पहिल्या कधी पण त्या साधे पहिले मिक्स केलं ना त्या पेंट नाही फॅब्रिक पेंट नाही करणार ऑइल पेंट नाही.
Acrylic. Start with acrylic. On the acrylic, tar, dumber.
त्यानंतर डांबर.
Okay? So acrylic, dumber. Then needs to dry a bit. Then on top of that, oil. Okay?
थोडं वाळू द्यायचं आहे त्यानंतर ते टाकायचं. येस परफेक्ट.
Good. So we have
Yeah.
acrylic,
एक्रेलिक
Dumber.
डांबर ऑइल.
देन ऑइल.
oil. One layer. Another layer. Acrylic, dumber, oil. Another layer, another layer.
थोडं वाळू मध्ये थोडं वाळू द्यायचं. जस्ट लिटिल बिट ड्राय ऑल्सो.
Yeah. Yeah. Very simple. Very simple. Okay. Now we won't have time to let it dry too much, but
Yeah.
you know it's not a Nordic country here. It dries quickly.
Here in India no problem for dry.
We try a little water and see which way it goes,
Yes.
and then we correct.
Yes. We'll try a bit of acrylic. You know, here in the middle. Fairly straight. Fairly straight. Okay. Now I'll need a spoon.
स्पून.
Spoon. Yeah, we need to make it go a bit. So, one of the things that we need is to just move the color, okay? Okay? Now the tar starts to react with the acrylic. Okay? It's not exactly a reactive dumber, but okay, we'll manage with that. Okay? Let's say that it's a bit dry.
Yeah.
Okay? And we'll try to apply the color, the oil color. Okay? We'll try to apply it in a different place. We'll apply it here.
एक्रेलिक.
Now dumber. Yeah, it's relatively flat. It's good.
Good.
Now dumber. Okay. You see that it starts to.
या रिॲक्टिंग.
Yeah. शेवटचं ते फ्लो करताना मिक्स केलं.
Okay.
Well, this is the oil.
This is the oil. Yeah. So you have here without the oil and here with white oil. Okay? Now just think that this is the first layer. Okay? This is the first layer. Then it dries. Then another layer and another layer and another layer. And you know, if you experience with it, in experience you can think what you would like to have in the fifth layer or the sixth layer. In this technique you cannot be exact and accurate because this is the happening on the canvas.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can choose the colors
Yeah.
and you can choose the mixture.
या टेक्निकमध्ये तुम्हाला कोणतं शेप येणार हे तुमच्या हातात नसतं, फक्त तुम्ही कलर चूज करू शकता. आणि ते होईल ते याच्यानुसार होतं, मिक्सिंग याच्यानुसार.
So Ted, you're saying you're not thinking about the fifth layer. You're just on this layer.
Just on this layer. Right now we are just thinking about, I need another spoon. Spoon.
मस्त स्ट्रक्चर पण जास्त आलो ना, जास्त आलो ना.
Okay, this is oil color,
Yeah.
a red oil color. Okay. I'm just showing you because here I put a lot of white, here a bit of red, you know, and how it operates. Okay? Now, in order for this not to spill, you can either do this or merge it with this, you know. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is the flow I'm speaking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
हे
flow.
flow
And
आहे.
by the way, we put nylons on the table, okay? So if it flows a bit on the
Yeah.
table, it's good as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
then it's
don't-
not
Because
problem.
of this.
yeah, don't be worried about it,
बाहेर गेले तरी चालेल ना.
हा, it's okay.
okay?
हो, it is good.
म्हणूनच हे टाकलं.
म्हणून त्यांनी फ्लो म्हटलंय, धारा,
वाह.
प्रवाह, फ्लो.
Okay? And then let's put some white here. So you have red and white, but it goes this direction, okay? Okay, got the picture?
Very nice.
Yeah? I'll show you just another thing, okay, that sometimes I do. Hold it like this.
But do you ever wait till this all gets absorbed or dries, or
Yeah.
you just
Again,
what do
What?
See, there's all these puddling.
Yeah.
You just let it keep puddling like that, or do you have to wait in between? or-
Sometimes I let it puddling like that, as you say, and sometimes I let it, it depends what I want. But this is another thing. I just put a white
Yeah.
canvas and spill some of the colors, which is very arbitrarily so, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. You know? So now it has this mixture that can be a base for the another layer. Okay, this one.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that each of you have two canvases. Okay, so we can start with one. You know, have the first layer. You need to translate everything. Okay.
आपण असंच यांनी कसं केलं तसं 2 कॅनव्हस घेऊया, त्याच्यात कसं फर्स्ट लेअर कसं टाकलं लक्षात आहे ना, ते पहिलं कोणचं तसं टाकून घ्या आणि मग सेकंड असं घेऊया, म्हणजे ते दोन्ही काम होईल असं.
Okay.
मिक्सिंग फक्त लक्षात ठेवा. अक्रेलिक, ऑइल, डांबर आणि
छोटं
ऑइल.
टाकलं डांबर सेकंड.
Working. Okay. And you can move it with this, okay? You can all the time move it, and they have you know, like modeling. It's like a modeling pass that you can model it with this. Okay, you can have spiral shapes, galaxies, stars, embryos, whatever. Okay. Okay. Questions?
Any questions?
Ask them if they want, because you know they are a bit shy. But if they have questions,
ह्याच्यानंतर वरती ह्याच्यावर पेंटिंग एका असंच कलर
हां
टाकायचं
गुड
हेच
क्वेश्चन.
करायचं.
व्हॉट इज
हेच color आहे.
एक मिनिट.
हा, पेंटिंग नाही करायचं.
What is her question?
Yeah.
This much only about this. After this dry, again some paints are there. Painting
Again?
work is there.
Again?
Again some painting work is there. Yeah, this is the final.
no.
Like this is
This is only the start.
start.
Then another
Okay.
acrylic,
Again,
Dumber?
dumber, and again,
Oil.
Like this 3 layers, no?
No.
3 times
dry,
dry.
another
Another.
acrylic, dumber, oil. I have paintings, 20 layers.
ओके हे एक लेअर झालंय असं करतच राहायचं करत
Okay.
मग शेवटी तुम्हाला ते डिझाईन दिसेल तुम्हाला त्याच्यावर काही असं हाताने करायचं नाही.
But this is a one-day workshop, so you know, one layer, 2 layers is enough. Okay.
एक 2 लेयर्स होईल म्हणतो.
2 लेअर होईल तुमच्या प्रत्येकाचे.
Okay.
दे शुड डू द टीम नो 5
I think we're going to try and have everybody do their own.
Okay. And now somehow you can see figures, you know, figures, so you can stronger the figures. From time to time I use brushes, but not in this workshop. See, like dancing people here. See,
we are imagined like that.
everything is possible. You know, it's very imaginative. So, okay. So now you move to each table. You take one canvas on the table. On the big tables there would be 1, 2, 3. There's 3 canvases. On the small marble, 2 canvases each time. And each one picks 2 acrylic colors. You know what? One acrylic color and 1 oil. Why? Because you change between yourself, you share. Okay? So you ask, who has the yellow oil? So they bring it. This is the way it's done in the fly workshops. Okay? So 1 acrylic, 1 oil. Dumber you have here. Okay? And I'm here, you know, if someone has questions or whatever.
तुम्ही आता अशा मोठ्या टेबलावर तिघींनी घ्या 3 त्यानुसार.
Okay.
दोघी आणि सर असणारच आहे. तर लेअर वगैरे करा आणि कलर मात्र ते 2 दिलेले वेगवेगळे घ्या म्हणजे एकमेकीचं तुम्हाला हा वापरता येईल. फक्त डांबर सेम आहे ना, डांबर सेम आहे.
ठीक है? ठीक है? ठीक है. Good. Okay, go to work. Okay, we can stop now. Thank you very much for. Yeah.
Come on, all the best.
Yeah. Yeah. This. So there is a place for here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. चलो.
Okay, good.
काय काही नाही इकडे टाकायचं ना बसायचं.